Hey, how's it going, guys? We're going to be doing a little bit of Field of Glory 2. And of course, we're playing the Battle of Watling Street in ancient Britannia during the reign of Emperor Claudius. So this was, of course, still the Caesarian dynasty, we could say. And we're going to go ahead and jump right in as the Romans. Now, actually, Claudius had a temple built to himself on the Isle of Britannia. So this is also a very important religious significance to the Romans, and we want to make sure to defeat the Britons here at the Battle of Watling Street. Of course, a battle well known in English history. Here we go. Okay. Pretty straightforward stuff. It looks like, if I'm not mistaken here, things are already set up for us. So we just have to go ahead and begin moving forward. As you can see, we're encased in here. No real way to get out. Let me also make sure... hey, Napoleon, how you doing? I want to turn off Bandicamp so we don't have that annoying thing in the background. Bear with me, boys. Alright, we're going to have to restart this, sorry. Try that again. We still play the Battle of Watling Street. And this is, of course, in the Legion's Triumphant DLC. It's not the most recent DLC Age of Belisarius is, but I've never played this battle, and I really wanted to go ahead and, you know, fight it, see what happens, see if I can actually get a victory as the Romans. And I think it should be a fairly quick one, all things considered. So let's jump in here. Okay, so we're heavily outnumbered, guys. The Roman position is secured on both flanks by a wooded gorge and the rear by a forest. If we can withstand the charge of the British warbands, our superior equipment and discipline should win the day. Yeah, should definitely being the operative word here. So maybe I'll just wait for the enemy to approach us. Although I don't really feel safe, like, just keeping everybody back here. I think we need to move forward a little bit. Let's just do that. Oh, see, I didn't want that to occur. That's really not good. We have to go through every single unit now and actually do that. But I just don't want to be completely trapped. I want to be able to sort of maneuver. That guy I'll actually keep on the right. Although I'm not sure if we should, because I don't even think he can turn towards... I was thinking, actually, no, he can probably get into the cliffs. No, he can't. They're impassable. That's unfortunate. Alright, we're getting all of our men, of course, just facing forward so that when the Britons charge us, we're going to be ready to receive that charge. And I think we'll take the cavalry up on the left flank. Maybe we'll put it all on the left flank, in fact, and sort of see what they can do from there. The commanders of both sides. For this one, we have Quintilianus. That's the sub-general. Let's see who we have as the main commander, and that's going to be Suetonius Paulinus. So we're going to move this group over here. And this cavalry group, we're going to go ahead and move up right here as well. Alright, let's end the turn. So a lot of these are loose order warbands. They should be fairly easy to break if we can hold on. But again, our Roman legionaries are not the... I mean, they're quite strong, but they're not the largest group of Roman legionaries. It's only about 480 in this one. It's usually like 700 or 800. So they're kind of at half strength. And we have to contend with that. Now, if we attack these slingers, I'm almost certain that they're just going to break and run. But it might be worth the attempt anyway. Right, so now our turn. Let's see what we can do here. And of course, the enemy's got Votrix and Boudica, the glorious Boudica. One of the greatest female commanders of all time. So we do have to push forward. Despite the fact we probably won't catch them, we should push forward anyway. They're going to have to, of course, evade. And sure enough, we caught this unit. So as you can see, a lot of the times we will catch them. And we just broke the Loose Order Warband, or the Barbarian Slingers, I should say. Which is pretty damn lucky on this first turn. Or second turn, whatever you'd like to call it. So we're going to move forward. Open fire with the archers. For the glory of Rome. Let's get Quintilianus up. We'll charge over here. And I'll move this guy over here, and of course he can attack next turn, or the turn after even. We can even, like, sort of branch out over here to the right side. And we definitely want to move this light artillery towards the enemy. So let's go ahead and turn them. Good old ballistas. Not quite there yet, but we're getting there. And I'll take Opilio, excuse me. Opilio. And once again, we can get a nice little volley off. It won't do much damage, but it's better than nothing. 19. Let's move this guy up and do the exact same thing here. Make sure we didn't turn and fire that time, which we should have. Alright, here we go. Time to turn it over to Boudica and her Britons. Just want to make sure to break at least one of those Loose Order warbands, especially if we break one of the generals here, like Adenrix. That would really cause mass havoc here. The one bad thing about a warband is since these guys are so clustered together, if we break one, they all have to take a morale check, and it can result in, like, huge routes. But that's if we break them, and of course they greatly outnumber us in this battle. Alright, we're just getting right across from them with the Auxilia. And I'm actually going to head out here with the cavalry. Try to double back if I can. We are actually heading towards enemy chariots, so we want to be careful. And Boudica is known for her sized chariot, so we don't want to face her if we can help it. At least not until we get some proper units up here. Now, I could attack that warband unit, but you can see we're not going to do that well against it. So I'm actually going to move forward with my archers. And essentially force the enemy to charge us, and hopefully receive the charge with this unit right here. Now this is rough ground, so I'm actually staying put. I don't want to move into that rough ground. We'll let them be on the rough ground. We actually get a pretty good attack here, but I think we should actually concentrate on this enemy. 47, not bad at all, guys. The legionaries out in front as well. And we definitely want them facing the enemy. We're also going to move Quintilianus forward. And let's get the cavalry over here on the right side. So as you can see, I'm trying to sort of separate the cavalry a bit. Get some on the right, some on the left. What can we shoot at? Doesn't look like we can shoot at anything right now. That's too bad. Okay, fair enough. End the turn. And let's see what the British do here. Are they going to just, you know, match up with us, or are they going to actually start charging with those warbands? I think they'll charge the Auxilia units, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, how you doing, Vincenzo and Captain Walker? Ah, thank you, Captain Walker. So he says chariots were seen as antiquated by this time, but the Britons used them very well nonetheless. Caesar mentions them as bothersome in his memoirs. I would imagine so. Yeah, we're definitely making contact here. All right, let's see what we can do. I think we can absolutely break some units. First things first. Fire here at Adenarix. You can always get a lucky shot on a general, believe it or not. Now, what I'm worried about is this. These auxiliary are about to break, and the zone of control is actually controlled by the enemy. So I am going to charge with our legionaries. And I'm also going to attempt to charge here. Hopefully we can catch up with the enemy. And how would we do against chariots? Doesn't look like we do very good. As Caesar would say, bothersome, right? So I'm going to try to move these guys out of the way. Unfortunately, the chariots can probably still hit us pretty hard. I'm going to charge here. They're disrupted. Of course, the chariots could still hit us, but this gives us a little bit of hope. And I'll turn like this. So that, unfortunately, would not be a very good attack. Here, however, I mean, it wouldn't be good at first, but maybe we can make it work. Gladii! No, it's not going to work. Should only go out, follow up with attacks that are definitely going to basically come out in our favor, I think. The rest we'll just ignore, essentially. Interestingly enough, we could get in here with our cavalry, but it wouldn't do very well. So we want to get our cavalry over here so they can actually be of use. Ooh, it still wouldn't do very well. Even our archers would do better here because it's a flank charge, so we're going to charge with archers. A bit crazy. Now here, if we can actually stay in the melee, we'll actually be doing better than them. And we did manage to hold firm, but we fell back. Now our cavalry might be able to charge, but once again, it wouldn't do very well, even after actually getting into combat. So I'm not risking that. But we'll move this general up. Paulinus. No, that's not going to go very well. Wow, they fragmented us almost immediately. And again, these auxilia, they're not the best units. They're kind of like, you know, well, auxiliary units. You know, they're raised from the population. They're not going to be the most loyal and likely kind of train pretty quickly. Although they do have some pretty good armor. Hey, Armand, how you doing, bud? Yes, some of our legionaries are, but see, what I've tried to do is keep most of our guys off it, but maybe I haven't done a very good job of keeping them off the rough ground. Man, this is going to be a tough battle. Claudius needs to be proud of us. We must win. It's like one of my favorite emperors of all time, so let's hope that he can actually hold this. Or his general can, I should say. Claudius wouldn't be caught dead in Britannia. Except his temples would, which he had a few of. Alright, chariots are going for a charge. Thankfully, our cavalry evaded, but they're not always going to evade. As you can see here, a flank attack on Opilio, our sub-general. Not good for us at all. Alright, we broke that enemy archery. And I hope we attack the enemy flank there, because we could potentially break that chariot. Or at least greatly damage it. Come on, boys. Let's see some blood. There we go. Nice little disruption. We get a second one? Certainly hope so. And yeah, that uneven ground is not helping either of us. Nice! A rally from our auxilia units. Fortunately, these guys are going to break. Yep, I called it. Now, thankfully, the morale check went pretty well there. That being said, don't get your hopes up. I'm going to attack here. 53. Breaks. Beautiful. Morale check on these units. Come on. They held firm, except for that one. That one was disrupted, but he's all the way in the back. So, again, not really going to make a difference. However, we could charge in with our main general. Probably not so wise. And we could also charge in with this unit. Once again, we wouldn't do very well. So I think I'm actually going to go for the archer here. Turn around if I have to, of course, which I probably will. This is a really tough call, believe it or not. I mean, we held firm, but yeah, we had to be forced back, of course. The only other thing I can think of is maybe turning this way and eventually approaching this area with this legionary unit. Can definitely move our archers back. And potentially attack a Denrix here, but no, we're not going to do a lot of damage against him, man. He's really good. Let's see. Nope, we're still chasing the enemy. That's ridiculous. I'm going to charge. Not bad, but really not that good either. Let's charge here. This actually looks pretty good. And they're kind of turned towards us, so we did manage to disrupt them. And we're going to shoot these guys that are chasing the rest of our men. Hopefully we can break them, because we can't really focus these archers on anything else right now. Yeah, not very impressive, I must say. I'm sure you guys are thinking the same exact thing. And we could charge, but I just don't see the point. I mean, probably end up in a draw. Then again, we would be lowering their numbers. I'm going to try it, man. This is, I think, a little crazy, but what the heck. Yeah, as you can see, we were disrupted. Very, very bad move. It's way too risky. Boudica is going to have us for dinner. They actually held firm. Kind of surprising. There we go. We actually managed to damage the enemy, but they did hold firm. And I think this general going is going to probably cause us some serious morale problems. We've got to get on that. So many Britons. There's just so many of these guys. Too many, I should say. Yeah, this unit's definitely going to break, sure enough. Now, we have our legionaries in an interesting position. But it looks like the enemy went right in and charged them, and we disrupted that unit. So once again, a few chances here to turn things around. Although they're still getting some great flank attacks. They just broke the general. He's going to disperse, which means he's gone. Now, he was not our commander-in-chief, but, you know, he's still an important general. All right, some fragmentation there. Have faith, legionaries. Hello, Ryan Hroska. Napoleon, was it you that hit the dislike button? You were like the first person that came into the stream. Did you hit the dislike button, Napoleon? Be honest with us. Here we go. Wow, I'm amazed at how long this actual combat is going on for. 42, enemy held firm. Man, we really are just like, there's a few areas here where we could actually do pretty well. So it's going to depend on, you know, just how many people we can break in these areas and just how long we can hold in the areas where we're doing really poorly. Like right here, we can potentially break that unit. And that's going to be in the middle of a bunch of enemies. So let's actually see if we can break it with this unit first. Boom. That's definitely a break. Now they all held firm, unfortunately. But, oh, we can't charge because those guys are still focused on the enemy. All right, let's move the archers up and at least fire here. Let's see. 83. Come on, man. There we go. That's what I like to see. Once again, though, they held firm. They absolutely held firm. Let's see if we can get a charge here. Come on, boys. Auxilia, it's your time to shine, and you failed us. Yeah, that rough ground is a real pain in the ass. We should have just held our position at the beginning of this battle. Really wanted to turn around there. Man, yeah, it's looking rough. Okay, let's go for the flank charge on the chariot. We actually did manage to fragment, but can we break? Maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. That's not Boudica's chariot. She's often another one up here, in charge of every single person on the battlefield. That's not a woman! Wait a minute. That is not a woman. What is going on? Okay, we do have some shots here, but yeah, apparently these things are not that effective. I'm going to move up a little bit. Their distance is just really, really piss poor. $20. That's a serious hit, and that was just half strength. Alright, here we go. Man, 42. That's just, yeah, this is one of our worst battles. I think this was all because I moved forward. Had I not moved forward, we would have been fine. They would have been stuck on the rough ground. But we moved forward thinking they would, like, take the bait, and they didn't really take the bait. %26% on our side in terms of actual total casualties and men routed. Hold. Hold. Oh no, he can't hold against that. Vortrix. Nice little fragmentation on the enemy side. I think the only way to win now would be to get extremely lucky with the fragmentation, where basically all these units would suddenly disrupt, and that doesn't usually happen. It's rare. Yeah, that's bad. There we go. It's going to be a break. Let's see if there is... Yes, there actually is some fragmentation there on one of the enemy units that we could definitely break. But we can't reach them because of the actual zone of control right now. That's too bad. So let's charge here. Let's try to get this unit to break. And I'll actually break this guy. There we go. Fortunately, that means we can't pay attention to this one until at least next turn. And actually, we can get a nice flank charge here with the auxiliary units. Here we go. 45. They did hold firm, but that was pretty effective. There we go. Let's get a little flank attack here. And sure enough, the enemy is going to evade us. Suetonius, Paulinus did not catch up with them. I think I could probably beat this guy back, but we don't have enough units to really respond to that situation. Let's turn and fire on this fellow here. And look at this. We can actually get some shots off. Nice. I think we'll go for that guy right in the center. 15, man. That's really, really dangerous weapon. Let's see what we can do here. Come on, guys. We pay you to fight better than that. What? We got fragmented? That's absurd. Alright, we're going to fight back at the Celtic Chariots, and once again, we cannot break them. Alright, it's looking pretty bad for Rome here in Britain. Yeah, great attack. There's really no right choice here. Guess I'll turn this way. And we can go fight this out a bit. Quintilianus hopefully will stand up, but he's not really doing much of a good job in terms of standing up to the enemy. Let's move this unit here. And we'll just keep moving our cavalry away from their chariots. You can hear the excitement in my voice at this awful, awful, awful defeat. Like, you can take a look at my Field of Glory 2 playlist. We have a lot of really great victories in this game. But this was just very, very poor judgment on my part. And I knew it about 2 or 3 turns, and I was like, this is not good. This is not good. That damn rough ground. I hate it. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. You know, by the way, what I haven't put on the channel in a long time, I don't know if you guys want to see it, is some combat mission. But I'm not sure specifically which one I want to play. We've got Black Sea, we've got Normandy. I think I got rid of Shock Force, I don't really remember, but I think we've got Shock Force too. Hit your head really hard against the keyboard a lot of times until you start seeing stars and eventually you just lose consciousness. I don't know. What kind of a question is that? What's happened to the chat recently? Absolutely just overran our guys there on the left flank. Yeah, they've got us to 40% of a break. All we can really do is fight with honor to the very end, but one of my worst defeats without a doubt. And Boudica is now moving forward. Come on, man. It's just not possible. I mean, we have fewer men. Unless you really start winning this battle immediately, I don't think there's any way to do it. You need to start breaking the enemy right away. You know, when they do this, they're completely rolling us up. Yeah, look at that. They auto-broke the Roman auxiliary. Poor guys, they had so few men left. 234 of 484 men, so... You know, they had plenty of morale, but they knew that they didn't have enough men to put up a fight. And there we go. Your army has lost heart. You are defeated. Unbelievable. So we'll take a look here at the losses screen. Let's take a look. The difficulty we chose was Governor, so that's 4 out of 6. And I'll go ahead and close this. So the losses, yeah, pretty severe, man. I'll let you guys take a look at that. They absolutely won the Battle of Watling Street without a shadow of a doubt. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream, this short stream. Hey, Purple General. No, we can't. Thanks so much for watching, guys. So, you know, I always like to do these sort of late-night streams. What we can decide now is what you guys would like to see maybe in a future stream. There's so many different epic battles here that we could play. Basically, if you just have any ideas. I think Rise of Rome also has a lot of interesting battles. Age of Belisarius is the most recent DLC, so we could certainly do a battle from that for that. But I honestly prefer like the older eras to the newer ones, at least in this game. So I would opt for, you know, maybe something in Legion's Triumphant. You guys could take a look at the battle list, and you can also take a look at the mods list, which is pretty massive. As you can see here, we've got just about every ancient battle of value and of worth. I think the Battle of Thapsus would be really fun, because that would, of course, be Caesar versus Pompey's forces. Maybe we could play as Pompey and try and, you know, change history. Imagine how different history would be if Pompey instead of Caesar took power. I really wonder what that would do exactly. How weird that would be. In any case, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. I am going to bombard you with an ad. I hope you will tolerate it. And I hope you guys will check us out on a future stream. If you guys haven't already, subscribe here to the channel. And also click that Twitch link right there and subscribe there. That really helps. We just became affiliates, you know, a few weeks back. And I really want to keep growing that. All right, guys, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.